What's good, y'all? It's been a minute. It most certainly has. And I can honestly say that I have missed y'all incredibly. I miss sharing my thoughts with the world, no matter how many feathers they ruffle. I miss motivating people. I miss getting people to think, But when life starts lifing, you really have to prioritize some things. And before we go down that rabbit hole, I want to give a special shout out to my mom. I really want to give a shout out to my mom because she's the reason why, I'm picking up my phone again and I'm starting to record my videos again. But it's like, even though my mom has a little cute little smile on right now, let me wipe it away real quick, because my mom had me do some shit that I really didn't want to do. She had me make a video for her on some subject matter that I am completely against, And before y'all had me thinking my mom has me questioning my morals and all this type of stuff, it was something very light. But for me, I take it very seriously. And that's something I don't think she understood so much. It was like she had me make a career day video for the kids in for middle school kids, right? Now, don't get me wrong. I love speaking to the kids. I love influencing the children to have a positive life. But I cannot honestly tell a bunch of kids to go to college and go get a job. I can't. It bothers me to tell kids to do it because I did it. And if I could go back and erase that, I would. But once again, even though I consider it a mistake in my own life, you learn from your mistakes, do you not? And I have to admit that there are some life lessons I learned from both, but nevertheless, for me to tell a child to go follow in my footsteps, hey, I went this way and I got battered and bruised. You go that way, you go figure something out. Or if you are going to follow in my footsteps, go to college, go get a job, make sure you're going to college to go in order to work for yourself. Do not go to college thinking that you're going to get this great job and all this money. No, you're going to college to go, number one, more than likely to accrue a shit ton of debt to go get a fraction of the pie that a big company is going to offer you. So you went and got $100,000, let's just round up or down, whatever, $100,000 of debt. And you're going to go work a job that gives you 40, 50 grand starting off, right? Let's just low ball it, high ball it for some of you, whatever. 40, 50 grand. And then with taxes, with living expenses, you're making like 20 grand a year with that $100,000 of debt hanging over your head. Now, of course, there's scholarships and there's some people that get through scot-free. Cool. Congratulations. Have fun. Enjoy your debt-free life. But for me personally, I cannot speak from that perspective. So when my mom had me make this video, I had some pushback. I wasn't going to make it, but Mama Bear always gets what she wants. And sometimes it's like you have to do some things you don't want to do because the ripple effects of what you do exceed your own expectations. So this is why I'm giving my mom a shout out for this, because I hadn't made a video, I hadn't recorded a video in some time. And when she had me make this video, it's like I got back into my content creator, bag, where I was like, I started making the video, reset. Hey guys, reset. I'm like, yo, I kind of missed this grind getting the videos out though. It's like it was helping me shake off the rust, which is what I'm doing with this video. But one of the things that I couldn't foresee was all the positive feedback, that I got from it. And that's one of those things that motivated me even more to say, hey, maybe it's time to get back in, take yourself off the bench, put me in, coach. In this situation, my mom was my coach. She inadvertently put me back in the game, because even though I'm talking on subject matter I don't like talking about, I don't like pushing towards children, that positive reinforcement. Wow, this was an amazing video. Oh, he's such a character. Wow, I was very entertained by his video, and it's like, and it goes to show when I do things my way, the success follows, The video was supposed to be 3 to 10 minutes, right? And my video ended up being 15 minutes. I went over, and I made that video the same way I make these, minus the profanity. I almost let a few slip out, but I got a crap out. So a crap in the middle school video, I gotta pull my strings, but I made it my own, and even with that, it's I remember I'm speaking to middle school children. How much do you care about someone talking about their job in middle school? You don't. You know what I'm saying? And I knew that. So I made it fun. I made it goofy. I made it random. You know, they're going to remember me more than Tom Smith. Hello, my name is Tom Smith, and I am a lawyer. The definition of a lawyer is someone that knows people are guilty and still gets them off. That is my job as a lawyer. You see what I'm saying? They ain't going to remember that crap. You know, they won't remember me bouncing around and being all animated like I typically am. So that's one of those things that really got me back into making my videos again. Because well, let me finish this off. Shout out to Mom. Even though I didn't want to make that stupid video, I did it for you because I love my mommy. All right. But anyway, let's get back to me now. As we're back, we're going to get back into our subject matter. I'm going to shake this rust off. And there's just going to be a whole bunch of random things that come out of my mouth. Whatever happens, happens. And then even if this turns into like an hour-long video, I don't think it will. But even if it turns into an hour-long video, I'm still going to go back and talk about things in depth. Y'all know how I get down. All right. When life starts lifing, you know what I'm saying? When life starts lifing, you have to prioritize some things, right? And a lot of people, they go through life and why is my life not looking the way I want it to? Why does this keep happening to me? Why is this thing happening to me right now? Okay, you could sit there and harp on the problem and keep feeding it energy, therefore making your problem larger and larger and larger in your life. Or you can tunnel vision on the problem. There's a difference between dwelling and focusing, but like, you know, you can focus all of your energy, get rid of all the things you like, get rid of all the other things that you don't like, and focus all of your energy on fixing your problem, right? That is what I have been doing for the past few months. Now, let me go ahead and let y'all in. For those of y'all that were watching my videos before I had to take my break, some of y'all could probably feel the energy in me, like the stress, the emotions I was holding in, all that type of stuff. It's because I had lost my job due to COVID. You know, on paper, they said a lack of work. No, because I refused to get vaccinated, because I refused to even get tested, you know, the company was up against the wall. And I will give them that. They did fight a little bit harder than most companies would. But at the end of the day, you're just a number. And these companies that we're all working for, you're just a number at the end of the day. You're all a family. Yay, we're the such and such family. Yeah, you're a family when everything's going good, when the money's flowing. But when things start, like when you're in the red, that's when you become a number, and utilization and the contract. And the client said it's the client's fault. No, you don't have a backbone to stand up for something like I did. You know what I'm saying? But that's neither here nor there. So I lost my job for a while. You know, I was quote unemployed for about 2 months? February, March, April, May. So really about 3 months, you know? And like I was running off reserves, you know, I got some assistance here and there. Shout out to, you know, whoever you were. You know, it's like, you know, it was one of those things that, number one, made me reevaluate life and see things from a whole nother perspective, because I gotta be honest with you. You know, I've been a very spoiled child. You know, my parents gave me whatever I wanted. It's like, as long as I got good grades, as long as I behaved, I pretty much got what I wanted, within reason, of course. Middle class, like, you know, I had my Xbox, I got a laptop, I got like a big gift every Christmas and birthday and whatever. That was like my gift, and that's why I was very happy, because I felt like I had earned it still. You know, but one of the things that I have personally never dealt with too much is financial insecurity. You know, I've never dealt with that. You know, I have a wealth mindset, so everything had been flowing well for me. But sometimes for your mindset, you know, like one of my videos I have is like, it's very easy to be spiritual. It's very easy to be motivated. It's very easy to be whatever. It's very easy to give your thanks to your God, your Jesus, your Buddha, your Allah, your whatever. It's very easy to give thanks when things are going well. You know, so my wealth mindset, my abundance mindset was very much questioned when I just have minus in my account. Minus rent is like a huge hit to me. I'm like, God damn, yo, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, as I explained, like, you know, I have my darkest night, like a few videos ago. It's like, you know, like I have my darkest night where like I almost reverted back to alcohol. I almost started drinking again to deal with my problems. I almost did. You know, I started envisioning myself holding the bottle in my hand. I started to envision myself just pouring the glass. I started to envision myself drinking it. The little voice in the back of my head, AKA the ego, was like, yo, man, what's one little sip gonna do? What's one little glass gonna do? You know, they ain't gonna bother you too much, man. You be all right. You know, that little voice started talking to me again, and I had to ignore it. You know, it's like I had like a video. It says like how to differentiate between your intuition and your ego. The little angel on your shoulder and the little devil on your shoulder, like in the old Looney Tunes cartoons. You know, and you learn from your ego by ignoring it. You know, I know there's like little nuances here and there, but overall, you learn from your ego by ignoring it. You learn from your intuition by listening to it. How do you know if you're making the right decision? Well, how did things turn out? You know, don't go to that party. I have a bad feeling about this. Okay, now for different people, that could be your ego or intuition. It's all about the individual, right? If your intuition says don't go to that party, something's going to happen, and you listen to it, and you find out that the party got shot up, you know, there was a big ass brawl or whatever, then that was your intuition talking. Now, if you are the type of person, if you're like an extrovert, for example, says, don't go to that party, you should stay home and do this and that and blah, blah, blah. And you find out that you missed this and that, or this was happening, or this crazy fun thing was happening. You feel like that you missed out on something good. That was like the ego, like keeping you back from something. A better example, I guess I was trying to keep it with the parties, but for the ego, right? It's like, for the ego. Oh, you can, don't, man, come on, man. You know you can afford to not eat that salad today, man. Just go get you a donut. Go get you a donut. You know what I'm saying? Go get you some ice cream. Go get you some stuff that you typically don't eat. And then you go and eat it, then your stomach hurts, right? Your stomach hurts. You get like mad acne or something. You notice your skin is getting super dry. Wait, so you listened to something and something bad happened to you. Which one is which, right? So in that situation where, like, you know, I almost picked up a bottle again, you know, it was one of those situations. I was like, wait a minute, why would you be leading me back to alcohol? That's something that was hurting me in the past. You know, why would you do that? You know, it's like, I'm going to ignore you and I'm going to just focus on me. Y'all see, I brought the beads back out. I started listening to lectures again. I started to do this because I felt one of the things that I remembered is like, if I'm experiencing this now, there's something that has been seeded in me that has now blossomed. Just like all the good manifestations that happen in life, the bad ones take time to blossom as well. So I was like, for this to be transpiring in my physical reality, I need to back up. And I need to go back to my teachings. I started to open up, hold up, I got it right here in my little glove box, you know, Life More Abundant by Walter Lanyon. He's my one. You know, it's like Neville Goddard and Walter Lanyon. When you want to learn about manifestation, because he be breaking it down the way I be breaking stuff down to you, especially my semen retention community. You know, the way I be breaking some stuff down, he breaks manifestation down in a way to be like, damn. When you put it like that, and why do y'all think I speak in the way that I do? Because I like to give people that damn. When you put it like that, it sounds so simple. Yes, because it is. You know, so for you to be experiencing poverty, it can be looked at in multiple ways. Once again, everybody's path is different. If you are experiencing poverty, if you are experiencing lack, that means that somewhere in your mind it exists. There is a possibility of that. Therefore, if you don't check it, if you don't turn off that little program that's been like, you know, growing and growing in your mind, eventually it will transpire in your physical reality. Or it could be a test, right? And this is a video that I'm going to make separately, but you know, I'm just going all over the place. Welcome back to the randomness. You know, when it comes to manifestation, sometimes you have to remember that when you are manifesting things, you will actually manifest the opposite. So if you want to manifest wealth, well, how do you know what wealth is? Wealth is, we live in a world of duality, which means the opposite is just as true. Equal and opposite reactions. So if you're trying to manifest wealth, you might actually go through poverty. You know, this is actually one of the lessons, one of the lectures from Neville. And like he said, like, you're trying to manifest wealth, you might lose your job. And a mixture of me not wanting it to happen, but then also me knowing that I feel like I'm going to experience this at some point, right? It's like both of those feelings were happening at the same time when I heard this lecture years ago. Look what happened. You know, it's like, so with me and my wealth mindset, how do you know what wealth is if you don't experience poverty? You know, How do you experience the opposite if you've never experienced maybe not even wealth, but abundance? If you haven't experienced a loss, you know what I'm saying? You don't know what you got until you lost it, right? So some people learn to appreciate things from them losing stuff. And I can honestly say my abundance has, there's like an affirmation from Neville, and it says, damn, I'm listing like 3 of the wrong ones in my head right now. I have a lavish, steady, dependable income, consistent with integrity and mutual benefit. That was my affirmation for like a solid month before I got my job that pays me significantly more. Do I feel prideful of getting a job? No, but you gotta do what you gotta do at a certain point, right? And don't get me wrong, I'm a little bit more financially well off once things get flowing, but it's like I'm in a better position now. So I kept the faith, and now there's a difference between, and once again, these are all things I'm going to make separate videos on, but there's a difference between faith, hope, belief, and then there's a simple word called knowing. And it's these simple words, I know. No, you don't. And that's something that I came to face with in these months of shadow work. I don't know shit. I don't know a lot of things. There's certain things that I do know. I know that manifestation is a real thing. I know that there are things going up in the sky right now. When you see these nice little neat lines, that's just evaporation, condensation from the plains. Bro, y'all still believe that? Where does this little haze come from? And they all seem to disperse from that concentrated point, and they cover our skies, but we've been born into it, and we've seen it for so much that we think it's actually normal. It's not. Those are chemicals, everybody. You can call me conspiracy theorist or not. Those are chemicals being sprayed in the air. Go look at Kala. It's like once again, I always remind people, if you are a white individual, a Caucasian individual, and you're not ready to hear certain things, be careful. But like one of the things that you cannot deny is like he does UV A, B, and C radiation readings every single day, damn near. And when he's in Philly, there is a UV index, a UV measurement of a 9 to 10.5 so far. Go look at the levels of radiation on people's bodies and see what that does to you. You can not agree with what he's saying. You can call the conspiracy in the sky, but you can't stop that big bright thing that's emitting more and more and more and more UV radiation. And that's one of the things that because I've become so battle hardened in the past couple of months, it's like I now see how soft the world is. I now see how ignorant the world is. And then I also see how reluctant to admit how ignorant the world is. There are things I tell y'all all the time. I don't know. I'm just talking shit right now. But some people will not even go as far as that. Hey, I don't know everything about this and I could be wrong. But what about this? But people be like, this is happening. And so let's zoom out real quick. I told y'all we're getting random with this one because all this stuff's coming to my mind right now. UV radiation is bombarding the planet right now at higher levels. And we're not talking about that because that's conspiracy theory. But all you have to go do is get the proper measurement, get the proper equipment, and you can go see these numbers for yourself. I trust them. I believe it because you can feel it. Some of y'all have been losing track of time recently. Oh man, damn, wait, it's Wednesday? I thought it was Monday. Damn, it's Friday already? What happened to the weekend? It's like, it's Monday already? And even those weekends seem like they're going by even faster and faster. Because time is literally changing right in front of you. Even if you're not even in the spiritual community, you woke up and you be like, why do I have significantly more energy or significantly less energy depending on where you fall? Why don't I want certain foods? Why am I losing interest on things that I used to love and now I don't like? For me, for example, don't get me wrong, with my workout music, I feed Oliver. I feed my dark side. I know it's my dark side, so I feed him the low vibrational stuff because he feeds off of that because I am in balance, which I was definitely out of for a few months, But for me, when I'm driving around, typically I listen to music when I drive. I've been driving in silence. You know, like for right now, I'm in the middle of a field in Wyoming. I'm currently at work, but like I only have to work like every 4 hours. But in the meantime, I'm just sitting out here, so I thought I'd use my time more productively. Once again, we'll get into all this type of stuff. I told you I'm just going right now. But like when you really just walk around, like you've seen all these events happening. Like grand events don't happen like this all the time. Like for some of y'all have absolutely no idea what's going on in China. But I'm pretty sure it was in the middle of the night. The sky turned red, blood red at night time. Completely normal. Oh, that's just an anomaly. That's just a phenomenon. Okay, cool. Then there's videos of all these perfect light circles forming in the sky. Oh, that's just a light event with the refraction of light in the clouds. Then go reproduce it. Go make it happen again in that perfect circle in the middle of the sky. Go do it again. Even I, myself, I usually don't even be seeing this type of stuff. I just take people at their word because I know there's things that I cannot perceive just yet. But even just yesterday, as the sun was going down, like on the other side of the sky, there was like that haze that we call clouds. There was like a bright light behind it. And I was like, I'm not even used to seeing stuff like that. The sun is over there. The hell is that? Huh. Okay. You know, there's stuff like that going down. Staying on China. China is on supreme lockdown right now. There are people literally in boxes, sticking their heads out of boxes to like get some room. There are, I'm not sure what's on the mainstream media, but you know, there are literally a whole entire apartment complexes being boarded off. Like people trapped inside those buildings, and they are being literally bolted in, walled into their living space. But y'all don't know nothing about that. Y'all are too busy being lied to. Inflation is at 5%. 5%. You don't notice 5%. You really don't. Inflation right now in America, at least, is at 20-something% right now. It's at like 20-something%. Those little snacks that you grab like when you're at the grocery store or whatever. Like for me, like I love these like little bean chips. They're like my little cheat, you know, like it's like these little, like they're like made out of like pinto beans. And like I noticed, like I'd be going to the register. I'd be okay, I'm just gonna get my little handful of stuff. This should be about 40. That'd be $67. God damn. You know what I'm saying? You go to the gas tank, gas is at like, you know, $4+ depending on where you're at. Right now I'm in the middle of Wyoming. Gas is $4.07. Denver is trying to stay at that $3.99. They don't want to break it, but I'm sure by now it's probably up in the fours. But then wherever you at, people paying $5 for gas, $6 for gas. You know, we got Biden making the misinformation panel board thing. I'm like, wait a minute. So you telling me that you are making, like, it's literally like a problem, like at the gas tank, there's people putting those Joe Biden stickers, like I did that, and like I'm like, yeah, y'all gonna vote for this dude again? Like, I mean, all presidents are just figureheads. They don't do shit. They're all just puppets. But if we're gonna drop back down to that level, and like I love speaking, once again, randomness. I love speaking to black people in particular about, explain to me why you are voting Democrat. Explain to me why you are voting for Biden again. Once again, I don't care about either side. They're puppets. They're all useless to me, you know, but I love to expose the ignorance in people. Give me 5 reasons why you are going to vote Democrat again without using Trump's name, because Trump been going, quote, quote, he's working in the background, but it's like, tell me why you're going to vote Democrat without using Trump's name. Most of y'all can't do it. Most of you can't, because Trump is just an idiot and he's a carrot and he's racist. Okay, you gave me a whole reasons why you're not going to vote for him. Tell me why you're going to vote for your party. I'll wait. Because people weren't invading when Trump was in office. People, you know, the highest rate of black employment happened while Trump was in office. But yet you're going to vote for the guy that wrote or like I'm not sure if he wrote it or very much pushed it forward, but I'm pretty sure it was called the Biden crime bill. You know, it was like quoted that, but like, you know, the crime bill of 19 whatever. But he wrote the crime bill, black people, that pretty much gave them a reason to incarcerate your black ass. But you just gonna keep voting for him because he was Obama's vice president. Ha ha! Because Obama didn't, you know, falsify his birth certificate or anything like that. Anywho, you see what I'm saying? And when you say this type of stuff, what I find hilarious is, as I said, I don't care about either side. I don't. But it's funny that somebody right now, especially when y'all know how my channel gets down, Someone just got emotionally perturbed by that. They got triggered by that. Let's talk about being triggered. I told you I'm battle hardened, so I'm extra like against some of the bullshit I'm seeing. Once again, the LGBTQ hashtag 123 plus minus happy face brigade. That acronym is way too fucking long and is getting longer and longer. But y'all gotta check your own community. As black people should get themselves together, spiritual people should get themselves together, Christians, Catholics should get themselves together, Muslims should get together, LGBTQ hashtag brigade. Y'all gotta get yourself together too, because y'all's representatives are really making y'all look bad. You know, why is it, like, once again, I know I'm only seeing what I'm seeing on the internet, and this is a very biased standpoint, but why is it that all the people that be protesting for veganism, queer rights, trans rights, why are they always like these pale, you know, either scrawny or like neckbeard men and women these days, because, you know, there's more than men and women these days. But it's like, you know, they're always pale as shit. They always shave their heads. They always have to like throw it in your face that they're part of the LGBTQ community. At every given opportunity, they have to tell you that they're queer, binary. They go by these pronouns. And they're always shoving it down, but they always dress the part. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and then they're just like, they are quite literally emotionally unstable. Hello, sir, how are you? It's not sir, it's ma'am. The fuck? How the fuck was I supposed to know? You 6'6", got a beard, but you're wearing a skirt. My bad, bro, sis, whatever. But that don't give you the right to go screaming at me. I don't give a shit how marginalized and victimized you feel. That don't give you the right, because you wouldn't be treated like a human, right? You want people to treat you with respect, right? So treat me right. You know what I'm saying? And like we are at the point now where our legislature defined being a woman. Well, we can't really. I'm not going to go into detail of giving a precise definition of what it is to be a woman, but this is the world we live in, you know. And it's like, you know, bringing it to the spiritual community. You know, once again, I told you I'm just spitballing here because we'll see how many people I can piss off in my return. But in the spiritual community, you know, we all are used to, like, whether it's conspiracy or the spiritual community, we have a lot of overlap with the conspiracy world and the spiritual community. But like, for example, when so many things happen in a short period of time, you just got to sit back and be like, wait a minute. All of that happened at the same time? Kevin Samuels dies right before Mother's Day. If you've been listening to Isis Wisdom, she gave the breakdown on that. Like, sure, he did wake up a bunch of men. Even I utilized some of his I guess I'll call them teachings, whatever, his thoughts, because I don't think he was teaching too much, but the thoughts that he was having. And so I utilized some of them, but even in my semen retention videos, I told you, I don't know, something's starting to feel off about this dude. You know, I don't like to speak poorly about people in the death, but hey, whatever. If you have your thoughts, you got your thoughts. Right? And if someone's like Isis Wisdom, she said, yeah, the divine feminine took his ass out because there were some things going on behind the scenes that weren't made weren't made clear, weren't brought to the forefront. He was doing some things and saying some things that were, yes, they were beneficial for some, but then there were some that were just as destructive. You know, once again, is my friend talking to me? Nope. Okay, cool. All right, but yeah, it's like those are the types of things. Then Rashad Jamal gets arrested. You know, and you know all the stuff that he's been going through with the FBI, you know, cops in front of his house, all this type of stuff. They try to call him an extremist, but he models himself. He channels freaking Malcolm X. Like, yeah, that's going to happen. And then they finally use his baby mama to get him locked up. They use any excuse to get him away from unifying and educating people. Once again, even with Rashad Jamal, I'm a contrarian in everything. There were certain things that I was with, yeah. And there were some things where I just simply was like, I don't know about that. And there were some things I wholeheartedly disagreed with. But regardless, it's like his incarceration is some bullshit. And it's like, I'm just like, yeah, here they go. It's like, this is when you know war is like kicking it up a level. There was someone else that I don't really watch too much because he hit his dark period, but like Vaughn Two Cut. He's the one that really got me started into my own spiritual journey, where he got me into sun gazing, you know. But once again, he went through his little dark path, and he may still be on it, but he got arrested, you know. And I don't stay too up on like the celebrity news and gossip, but then even Young Thug got arrested. And you know his role in destroying the masculine image with this man's the first one walking around wearing skirts and carrying purses and stuff. ASAP Rocky got arrested. The same guy that like has his thing the way he knows his role and stuff. Once again, this is a little bit more conspiracy, but I find it strange that in his own rap verse, he felt the need to clarify it's not a purse, it's a satchel. No, that's a purse, my guy. That's a purse. You're wearing skirts. You're wearing scarves on your head like typical women used to do back in like the 50s and 60s and stuff. You know what I'm saying? All you were missing was like the red little like Dorothy freaking heels and stuff, and we wouldn't be able to identify you. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's a lot of stuff happening. Let's go with the vegans, because I'm gonna piss y'all off in a future video. I'm vegan, by the way, for the most part. I do have some cheats from time to time. If I find out a cookie was made with some milk, had egg in it, I'm not gonna go throw up and be like, oh damn, that's why it tasted so good. But other than that, like I'm vegan. But it's like y'all don't find it strange that we are in a food shortage. Oh, some of y'all still don't believe we're in the food shortage. Oh, there's shelves. I get everything I want. Okay, whatever. It's like, you're telling me that in the middle of a food shortage, all of these shitty restaurants, these Taco Bells, Burger Kings, KFCs, all of a sudden they have the resources to create new food. And then it's like everything is plant-based. Everything is plant-based. I'm like, wait a minute. These companies and businesses that have nothing to do with you, that don't give a shit about your health, all of them all of a sudden have plant-based stuff. I do not trust Beyond Meat. I do not trust Beyond Meat. Why? Why is it that when I used to make the Beyond Meat patties, you know, when I was like venturing into vegetarianism before veganism, excuse me, air bubbles. Why is it that, hold on, I think my friend's gonna come talk to me real quick. I'm gonna pause this real quick because I'm not restarting this. Hold up. All right, I'm back. Yeah, it's like don't forget I'm at work. But like he just came to tell me that he's leaving the site for a little bit. That's all. You know, I don't like making the pauses. I don't like doing the little things like that because then that gives people opportunities to take my stuff out of context. But y'all know I don't edit my videos. Anywho, vegan shit. It's like I find it very strange that like out of nowhere it's a plant-based. But like if you really think about it, a cow is plant-based. All they do is eat grass and hay and stuff. Horses are plant-based. So what do they really mean when they're putting plant-based? Like I was getting to with the Beyond Meat burgers, you know, I found it very strange that it's smoked up just as much as like a steak. When I used to like make my steaks and stuff, it's like it's smoked. This plant-based burger smokes up as much, if not even more, than actual meat. Okay, even if this isn't meat, what the fuck is this that's burning up so much? You know what I'm saying? I have a bean patty. I've had like, you know, like all these like different type of bean, mushroom patties, all that type of stuff. I put them on the skillet. Cool. You know, a little steam, a little bit, you know, bada bing, bada boom. Mad simple. But plant-based burgers smoke up just as much as regular burgers. Something ain't right here. If it looks like a duck and smells like a duck, like I was about to say quack like a duck, but in this case smells like a duck. What is it? You know what I mean? It's like there's a lot of stuff like that. People don't believe in 3D printed food. And for the people that know that their food is 3D printed, I'm like, how do you think that's good for you? Has no nutrition from the soil, has no connection to the earth, but you think that's going to be good for you. It's like, I don't even know if they classify bugs as meat. Because I'm convinced that most of these plant-based things, like if you've seen Snowpiercer, you know what I'm getting at. The movie Snowpiercer. You know, I don't want to spoil it, but I'm spoiling it. The movie's old as hell anyway, so if you haven't seen it, that's your fault. But it's like, hey, they did it and they believed it. So what makes you think that they're not just planting the truth right there in front of your face? People do not understand the concept of predictive programming. They throw stuff in the movie about a year or two, maybe even 3 ahead of time, and then when these things start to phase into your life, you don't question it as a, yo, why do we need that? You say, oh wait, I already have, this is what your subconscious mind is saying, I have some type of familiarity with this topic, with this thing that's starting to happen right now because I saw it in a movie. And we know how that played out, but that was just a movie though. You see what predictive programming does to you? It's like how I've been telling y'all about cryptocurrency. I don't even think we're going to make it to enjoy cryptocurrency the way that things are going. You know, it really feels like we are in the end days. China's sky's going red. People are seeing all these things. People are seeing mermaids. People are seeing random things pop up. Everything is conspiracy. Everything is fake. I'm like, there's a lot of fake stuff starting to happen. Quote, quote, fake things. Me personally, I be waking up and I know I'm in the high vibrations because I just wake up sometimes, even if I'm tired. I wake up, I'm just like, this is a strange day, but it feels good. I'm awake. Let's make something productive out of it. Let's do something. Let's go. That's why I'm back to making my videos, man. For those of you that made it this far, I guess we'll go ahead and sandwich in some business in here. I feel like I'm truly tapped out on semen retention content. It's like I can keep saying the same thing in different ways, make the same little dick jokes and all that type of stuff. But I feel like I'm done with that. I feel like I just want to get back and more so into overall, stuff. Yes, I will still refer to it. I'll mention it in other videos, and I will give reference to people in my semen retention community because most of y'all came from my 1 year on semen retention video. I don't know why that became so popular, but nevertheless, welcome, But it's like, there's only so many things I can say. I have a few more topics on it that I'm going to record and put them out there. And then you're going to know my last video, that I'm going to make on semen retention because I'm literally going to label it 2 years on semen retention, final thoughts, last video on semen retention, stuff like that. That's just what I'm going to title it because I feel like I got bigger things to talk about. If you want to watch my semen retention content, there's a playlist. Like Jay-Z said, if you want the old Jay-Z, go listen to my old album. I have a whole playlist of all the semen retention videos I've made. There's 30 something videos in there. You know what I'm saying? Go watch those. Whenever you need a reminder, go watch those or go watch somebody else. It's like, I don't want to say I'm closing the door on it because there's a few other things I feel like will come up in the future and I'll talk about them when they are important. But I'm done making those types of videos, so I'll finish those up and I'll do this and do that and bada boom. But I'm gonna get back to my thoughts, just sharing my thoughts with the world. I'm gonna get back to telling y'all what's going on in my spiritual journey. I'm gonna go back to teaching about manifestation. And I don't want to say teaching, but sharing my thoughts on what I'm learning about it, blah, 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 blah. It's like all that type of stuff. I'm gonna get back to that higher vibe stuff because for those of you that made it this far, you have a good attention span. This is why I like to make longer videos. For those of us that are the motivators, the light workers, the spiritual people, the healers, all that type of stuff, we're being called to arms right now. It's all hands on deck right now. That's another reason why I'm back, because I'm listening to my intuitive guidance. I'm listening to this morning. I was like, man, when I when I get back to recording, I'm gonna have so much to talk about. Little voice in the back of my head, that intuition told me, nah, make a video today. You're sitting out here for 13 hours a day, 12, 13 hours a day, and all you doing is sitting here watching YouTube, getting pissed off about stuff you're watching, getting emotionally moved by stuff you're watching on YouTube. Nah, share your thoughts with people. Whether that ruffles feathers, whether that pisses people off, whether people want to go unsubscribe, speak your truth, homie. And I was like, you know what? The voice told me to make a video today, so I'm making a video today. And we just going in. This is just what we're doing. It's like I really wanted y'all to know where I've been at. Recently especially, I've been dreaming, but my dreams aren't dreams. It's like I'm existing in another timeline or whatever. It's like I've fallen in love 5 different times in the dream world, in the metaphysical plane, in the astral plane. I've fallen in love 5 freaking different times. I mean, I felt love. The same, when you have that puppy love, when you first start a new relationship type of love, I felt that times 10, too many times. And when I wake up, I can't even lie, it's a bummer. I'm not saying oh, wake up, but you know what I'm saying? When you wake up from a really good dream and you just and it's once again, my dreams weren't even sex. It was just I was literally just around someone that I could trust. I was around someone that I could feel the love from. I'm around these beautiful women in my dreams, but they know who I am already. And I'm like, how do I know you? And sometimes, even a couple of times, it's I feel like I pissed off my astral girlfriend because I'd be like, yo, how do you know me? And even in the dream state, whatever, I don't know the right words to use, but even in the dream state, they looked at me what do you mean? How do I know you? What the he forgot again. It was it was that type of feeling. And it was always multiple different women. And it was always like the archetype of a tall girl, a short girl. If I was ever with a big girl, a skinny girl, if I was with a like light-skinned girl, dark-skinned girl, if I was with some different ethnicity girl, I saw all of them and I loved them that same level of love each time. And I was like, yo, I know we are something important, but I'm just not here yet. I don't remember this stuff. And sometimes they were patient and sometimes they got frustrated. It all makes sense. And that's one of those things that hurts. And that's one of those things that it's like one of the things that happens in the spiritual journey where you feel so much freedom, so much happiness, so much pure bliss in that. And then you wake back up here and you're like, fuck. Like sometimes it feels like when I wake up, it's like sometimes like literally the act of waking up, even if I'm not even at work, like occupation work, like it feels like it's time to get to work. When I wake up, it's like, okay, here we go. I have to psych myself up to exist in this 3D world because this 3D world feels so small to me now. Because once again, we're all rising, but some more than others and some even more than me. But I feel like I'm rocket shipping right now. I'm just like, it just feels like some crazy stuff keeps happening to me. So when I come back down to this limited existence where I can still feel pain, when I can still feel things, when I still have, even as optimistic and happy as I am, high vibrational, I still have worries. I still come face to face with doubts, because you have to come to this existence to go do your shadow work, to go do something, to go fulfill your purpose. We got work to do here. You know what I'm saying? But it just sucks, man, because for me, I'm a lover. And I can't lie, as much as I just feel the love, feel this, all the stuff that you say in manifestation, feel that you already have it. Sometimes it's like, all right, I've been feeling like I had it for years now, bro. Give me just one woman, that'd be great. You know what I'm saying? Once again, I don't need anyone to make me happy. I am happy, but it's like that's something I want to do. It's like I want to go into that part of me that's been like locked down, freaking bolt chains, lasers, attack dogs. I got locked this monster swimming around that part of my heart that's ready to do it. But I'm ready to take all those layers off. I'm ready for that now. I wasn't ready in my last relationship, but now it's like, nah, I'm good. I know I'm not perfect. I know she's not going to be perfect, but can we together in our union be perfect? Can we be perfect for one another? These are the types of things that I'm ready for, but I do know that I am like screwed. And that's where, not to be disrespectful, not to speak ill on the dead, but one of the things I disagree with heavily on Kevin Samuels was he said to be a high value man, you need to be making this much money. It helps, but you could be a billionaire and be a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? But I do believe that I'm a 1% type of man. And like attracts like. Therefore, I'm waiting for that 1% type of woman to show up. And they might present themselves in a different way. In this physical world, it's like for me, I've really noticed that even my, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm blanking on the word, but my capacity for loving has even increased. The way that I love, because once again, we're in the physical. Yes, the physical beauty. She finds me attractive, I find her attractive. Yes, that gets you in the door. But I put more of an emphasis on the spiritual beauty. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all be like, damn, everybody friends, family, they be going, damn, I wonder who you're going to lock it down with. And a lot of people are expecting me to bring home some literally the princess, the queen of some tribe or something. Or oh yes, I'm a queen back in Africa and blah, blah, blah. An actual, not the one that, hey, king, queen, because we're all kings and queens, blah, 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 blah. No, I mean actually recognized in this incarnation as a queen. And that's what people expect me to have. And don't get me wrong, I'm deserving of such. I will gladly say, oh no, I couldn't handle that. No, I know what I'm deserving of. I'm deserving of the best of the best. As much as I've been working on myself, I know I'm ready and deserving and open to receiving my reward. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully I see her as a reward. She sees me as yo, this just fits, And speaking of which, while we're here, once again, I know I'm going to refer to this from time to time, but once again, with the celibacy thing, with the eagerness to love, with even literally missing physical interaction, not even sex, just give me a damn hug, bro. It's I'm a hermit, but if I get a hug from someone, I'm don't let me go. But it pains me to see people just not moving forward, not moving up. Especially in the dating world, there's still people that are just so stuck on the physical. And it makes me think, like, all this stuff happening and none of this has trickled on to you, all this elevation, all these things going on, and you're still worried about where you're going to get your next nut, male and female. There's a song that, once again, it's my lower vibrational song. The song is literally called Low. You know, the song is literally about strippers and prostitutes doing what they gotta do to make a buck. And one of the things, like, really, like, struck me, very simple thing, something I've already known, but it's like when you hear things in a particular mindset or when you're in a certain thought process, it was like, one of the things I was thinking about was, like, these lyrics. It's like, she loves the attention. Like, and it's like, yeah, attention is what some of these women want. Some of these little girls want. I'm gonna use girls specifically. The girls want attention no matter how they get it. And the easiest way for a girl to get some attention is, like, pull the shirt down, pull the skirt up, show off the nether regions, show off the sexual organs, show off the things that arouse people. That's the easiest way. But think how easy that is. Pull your shirt down, you get what you want. That's the lowest level of making money. I heard that in somebody else's video. I've been watching a lot of spiritual TikToks a lot lately too. So if I stole your idea, I apologize. But, like, you know, it's like, that's just some of the things that bother me. But then certain dudes be like, oh, look at what I got. Oh, look at my necklace. Oh, look at my physical things. Oh, yeah, girl, look at my Maserati. Yeah. And then they get pissed off when, like, a high vibrational woman be like, and? Like, you have no spiritual power here. You have no spiritual power. I feel nothing from you. You buy all these expensive things, and don't get me wrong, congratulations, but I'd rather be with this middle class individual that has the principles of a freaking warrior, the principles of a saint, the principles of whatever. This man that I know isn't just going to, like, cast me off to the side like all these other physical things. This man that's not going to look at me as just a physical thing. Yes, there's the mind, body, and spirit. All three of them are very important in a relationship. But people's pie charts are like 90% physical, 10% mental, and screw spiritual. I'm almost the other way around. And I'm a little bit more balanced, but I'm literally like 60% spiritual, 30%, mental. I say 40, 40, 20. 40 spiritual, 40 mental. And the physical is actually the least important part to me. If you're pretty, cool, you're pretty, nice, congratulations. You know what I'm saying? And of course, those numbers can variable, but y'all get what I'm saying. I put more of a priority on the unseen. I get more a priority on behavior, the way you speak, the way you carry yourself, more than just if you're pretty, because beauty fades. Kind of, sort of. It's like we can manifest eternal beauty. You be seeing women in their 60s, 70s, you be like, God damn. What's her name? What's that actress name? I see her, she's like my celebrity crush too. I know damn it. She played in American Horror Story. She played like the voodoo lady, the voodoo priestess. Like, and especially when she played that role, is like, just go look it up. I forgot what season it was. Angela Bassett. I think it's Angela. I feel so bad. She's my crush and I done forgot her name, but I haven't thought about her in a while. But nevertheless, like, you see her, I'd be like, damn. Now let's go ahead and get me that, however old she is. Like, when I'm like, hey, if you look like that, oh yeah, we good. But nevertheless, man, it's like, I really do wish people would raise their their standards, like adjust their pie charts a little bit. Stop being so fixated on the physical. If she can't do this and that, I don't want her, dog. If this woman has had more than 2 sexual encounters with 2 different men, she a hoe. Bro, come on. All right? Like, dudes be just, oh, God. And that actually leads me to something else. We're just, pew, 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 pew. It's like, I heard something that it was, it said that testosterone is the lowest that it has been throughout history. It's the lowest. And obviously that's why, like, I talked about the semen retention stuff so much, because it's like, that's one of the biggest ways that we constantly lose our stuff. And then we as young men embracing our manhood, our king state, our godly state, one of the things that we have to learn is that our semen, sperm, whatever, is our key to life. It's the key to our vitality. It's our fuel source. But we've also been taught on the way up that what makes you a real man is how many bitches you got. Damn, you ain't fucked nobody, bro. Damn, you crazy. Shit, I was talking to my cousin. I told him, I ain't been in nothing in years. He said, how long? I was like, I don't know. It's been like 4 or 5 years. I damn near lost count. He looked at me like I was crazy. you know? But I'm used to that look from people because I'm like, yeah, but look how much better I feel in my own skin versus you. Look how I can come and talk to like rumblers, you know, I say the rumblers, but like the bike group. I can talk to biker people and I could be just as much in the stature. Yeah, your fists are as big as my head. Yeah, you got your gun. Yeah, you got your big ass fucking knife. I don't give a shit. Are you a man or are you going to react like a woman when I tell you some truth? You know what I'm saying? Once again, I ain't here to rile people up. But I'm over here, but don't you sound crazy when you say, like, a biker guy, don't get me wrong, I was in the biker group and no one's gonna mess with me because I'm the king's son. You know what I'm saying? But like I was having a conversation, once again, very helpful, nothing bad, no drama, nothing. But I was talking to one of the biker guys one time and we were talking to him about health. And mind you, I'm at the time, still 27. Damn, it's been a long year. I'm still 27. Shit. But like as a 27-year-old talking to I don't know how old he is, but an older individual, an older man, I'm talking to him as if we're equals, because we are. I'm a grown-ass man. You're a grown-ass man. Sure, you have more life experience than I do, but I still got things I could teach you. And I'm talking to you on an equal level because I don't see no man, no woman, no nothing above me. Nothing is above me in my physical existence. But one of the things I was talking to him about was his health, because that's what the conversation led to. And I told him this and then he's like, oh, I can't do that. And that triggers me. When people say that I can't shit, like, I can't. No, motherfucker, you don't want to. Like that's how I get triggered real quick when people tell me you can't when it comes to physical fitness, when it comes to changing the way you see the world. When I can't. No, you don't want to. Yeah, you're right. I know I'm right. You know what I'm saying? I talk to my own father like this. I talk to my mother. I talk to everyone the same. You know what I'm saying? Outside of work, because you got to put on that, hey, I'm a good worker. You know, but like other than that, it's like I talk to everybody the same. If you sound stupid, I'm going to let you know. You could hate me or love me after it, but you're going to appreciate my honesty. You're going to know how I stand about you. You know, one of my friends, we have moments, you know, because we do really appreciate one another's friendship. We appreciate the things that we teach her. I teach her more spiritual and mental things. She teaches me almost more about the physical world. You know, we're almost backwards. But then when she tells me something or she's giving me something where I can tell it's coming from that divine feminine energy, oh, I shut the hell up and I listen. But one of the things that she said to me is that she appreciates me the most in her life, one of the most people in her life, because I'm always honest with her, even if it's something that she doesn't want to hear. She herself told me, it's like, even if it's something I don't want to hear, there's certain things that I need to hear. You know, and then I'd be putting stuff together where, like, you know, I tell her something like, let's just say even a year ago. And like, she'd be like, oh my God, some of the things that you say about women, some of the things that you even say about men, it just sounds like such an old way of thinking. I'm like, sometimes, yeah. The old way of thinking was right in certain aspects, you know? But then like she'll go on her journey, she'll read a certain type of book, she'll listen to somebody's thing. She's like, and then she's like, wait, I heard this and then it just made so much sense. And that's what you were telling me. I'm not going to force feed you. I'm just going to tell you what I'm on. You know, most of the time I know like the difference between knowing and believing. There's certain things I know I'm right about. There are certain things that women don't want to hear, especially in this dating world that we live in. You know, women hate the idea of being a mother these days. It's going to mess up my body. Your body was quite literally built for this purpose. So you've got wrapped into the patriarchy, but you got wrapped up into it. You know what I'm saying? You got wrapped up into it. You now work. You now make all of this money, this type of stuff that we as men feel prideful in doing for you. You don't want to do it. But then you say, like, a man that brings me into my feminine state, but you don't let us. Now, to be fair, you know how I'm balanced when I talk about this type of stuff. It's like men, as we've already talked about, testosterone is at a low level. And you can feel this amongst other men. You know? It's like there's men, like when I walked into my new job, I walked into the new office for the first day. It wasn't the new guy jitters. It wasn't, I don't know anybody here, which is true. You know, I walked in, I was like, I could own this place. That was my first thought when I saw all these random people, their shirts all tucked in. I walked in with a regular polo shirt, unironed. I'm not even sure if I had washed my jeans. I'm wearing my boots because I don't know what I'm about to be doing. I walked in looking how I was looking. And the way I was looking, I was just looking around. I was like, I could run this place, dog. No one here looks like they have a backbone. That was just like my testosterone, like fueling me. You know what I'm saying? And like y'all have that same, some of y'all don't even know what that feels like. Oh, I wish I could do that. Why are you wishing? Work towards it now. Stop being a little bitch. Go do what you gotta do. You know, there's one of the things that is actually like a chick that I pissed off because I didn't want to fuck. But like, she says like, you just have this like pull yourself up by the bootstraps mentality. It's just sickening. So me being self-reliant as a man, you know, because in our current society, y'all don't give a fuck about men's emotions. You know, it's like, you don't give a shit about that. So I have to be my own rock. I need to be able to pull myself up. I need to be able to dust myself off. And you see that as something annoying to you? I feel like everyone needs that because everyone has forgotten what it means to be self-sufficient. And I'm not even talking about just money. I mean self-sufficient in just your own attitude towards yourself, towards the way you perceive things, the way that you react to things. Like, if someone was able to say, like, for example, the easiest people to get at with is like everything that you're not supposed to talk about, the things that people don't know about their own belief systems or religion, sexual orientation, what's the other one? What's that other big taboo in corporate America world? Religion, sexual orientation. What's the other one? I'm blanking. Politics, right? It's like, let's piss off everybody. Jesus died for your sins and everybody kept sinning. So what was the point of him dying for our sins? That pissed off some people. Y'all know I'm doing it on purpose and some of y'all still got pissed off. You know, religion, I already went into this. But like, it's like we have now made, did I say religion? Politics. It's like we have made that race. Black people only vote Democrat because voting Republican means white. Even when your white president told you, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. And you voted for that dude? Some white dude tells you you ain't black if you don't vote for me. When Hillary Clinton was pandering to the black community, talking about how she carries hot sauce in her purse. So you over here feeding on adrenochrome. Don't talk to me about my goddamn hot sauce. Anyway, what was the other one? Orientation. Yes, sir, there are two genders. That's it. That's it there. We'll just end it there. There are two genders. If someone is able to knowingly tell you that they are about to piss you off, say one sentence, and you have been that emotionally controlled, you lost. When you get into a heated discussion with men, it's like the second that you fall out of frame, or the second that a woman resorts to name calling, well, that's why your dick little. I end the conversation. Because, I mean, obviously that was disrespectful for you to even bring that up. But then also it's just like, why are you disrespecting me? That means you lost. You have no logical arguments to say anymore. So I'm a joke your dick size. Or, well, that's why I slept with. And then likewise for men. Oh, you stupid bitch, you're a fucking whore. What? Y'all took a break and she went and got her some dick from somewhere else. And you mad about that? Y'all took a break. Y'all were in that 2 hours, in that 2 days, y'all were not together. She was single for 2 days and she explored her options. Why are you mad? The things that people get bothered by, it's like, it's so minor. And like, don't get me wrong, there's certain annoying things. There's things that are annoying, sure. But to get that emotionally moved by something never made sense to me. And like, there are certain times where I found myself doing that. I can't even lie. There was a video I was watching. It was about why you shouldn't be wearing deodorant, especially the deodorants with aluminum in them. And I forgot exactly how it works, but aluminum gets, like, your skin absorbs everything. People forget that part. Your skin absorbs everything, which is why I have a problem with women wearing so much makeup chemicals all over themselves, you know, but that's neither here nor there. It's like when you wear these types of stuff, I think it's like the aluminum that's in most like mainstream non-organic whatever deodorants. It's like that aluminum gets absorbed into your brain, and that aluminum somehow gets into your brain, which bonds with something else that we typically have and whatever. I forgot all the nitty gritty. Nevertheless, like, that's why I've been using like lime juice. And then if I'm traveling or something, and like having a container full of lime juice isn't really practical, then I get like some organic, like all organic ingredient, I'm blanking right now, deodorant, right? But like, then there's like the bots that are literally here just to throw you off. Like, one of the things I want to start doing is doing like YouTube lives and just coming on live and just, hey, what y'all want to talk about? You know what I'm saying? So if y'all were interested in that, if you made it this far, and I'll plug that in different videos, feel free to let me know. But yeah, it's like, you be seeing people that just be saying some stupid shit, but like sometimes it's so stupid. Like I'd be like, there's no way that you don't know what you're doing. You're being a troll. You're being a bot. You're quite literally trying to like move people away from the message, get them arguing with you more instead of paying attention to the message. Like you got the trolls and all of the like the YouTube lives, Instagram lives. You know, when I used to like tune into Rashad Jamal's videos, lives, his ISIS Wisdom lives. It's like when you go through the lives, you see people that just be in there saying some stupid shit. Like I know when I start, they'd be like, "Oh, Professor MBS is bullshit. He's lying to you. He's this and this. He's blah blah blah." And there's gonna be someone that just sits here all day spamming that all day. In the entire live, they're just gonna keep spamming that. Then they're gonna make a new profile to come in and be like, "He's not a god, you're not gods, you're not this, you're not," and you're gonna be like, do you not believe this? Or do you have another mission that's like the complete opposite of mine, to keep people as asleep as possible? You know what I'm saying? It's like whenever I get because like there's this term, gang stalking, which is pretty much the equivalent of like internet bullying. There's like high tiers of it and low tiers of it. I've experienced the lower tiers of it, where like some people try to use some weak ass like dark magic on me. Hey bro, you don't look good. Yo, you look sick. You look like you need to eat. I'm like, so me with a damn near 8-pack, you can see all of my obliques, my muscles. I'm hitting personal records. I'm doing fitness things I never thought that I'd be able to do. I'm impressing people in the park around me, but I'm sick and unhealthy? Yeah. Oh, wait. No, I know what you're trying to do. You try to get in my head. It starts to plant the seed. That weak ass level magic. Get out of here, bro. It's like, now enjoy that sickness that you just accrued on yourself. Because you have to remember, everybody's a source. Everything that you say, you are the source of everything. So if you emit hatred, if you emit low vibration, if you emit anger, you were the source of all of that. So when someone goes out of their way to type a negative comment or something completely fucking stupid, it's like, well, okay then. Look at the source. That is what they are dealing with within them. Some people are literally paid to like keep the world asleep. That's one thing. But then there's also the people that like just don't know how dumb they are. They don't know how ignorant they are because they live in their little box. There's tiny ass little world. They're focusing on just this. This is all they see, but everything outside of that is fake. Because they're blocking off themselves from the truth. Everything that doesn't come through this little peephole is fake, and you're trying to lie to people, and you just don't want to admit, you just don't want to acknowledge the truth, and that's your problem. You stay in your world, you stay in your lane. We gonna be high vibing over here. We're gonna be motivated individuals over here. We are going to be helping the world. We are going to be saving the world. We are going to be growing the world, and we are going to grow with the world that we are cultivating. You ain't gonna make it, homie, because something stupid is gonna happen to you simply based off of your low vibration. I'm not here to preach that on you, but like I said, low vibrational thoughts, things that I didn't check. You know, what if I don't have enough money? Why are you even giving that the possibility? You should only see your success, and that is it. Everything when you have that mindset, once again, we'll go back over this, but once you have that mindset of success, of perseverance, of abundance, and that's all you can focus on, just like how this person can only see through here, well, let's just like layer these lights of just abundance lights, success lights, and that's all you see. So everything you trip over, everything that smacks you upside the head, everything that annoys you, everything that quote sets you back, is all in the field of my abundance, my success, you know, my wealth, my love, my whatever. It's like when you tunnel vision in a positive way, that is all you will see. But some people only see the negative, you know. Now let me go ahead and get my channel blocked again. Not blocked, but you know, let me go ahead and get me a warning or a strike. But like, you know, with the whole COVID thing, people have their opinions on it. And once again, I'm only with what I feel to be true. And I actually got a comment in my Discord channel where someone asked a question where they are considering like dating someone. They themselves are unvaccinated and they have a strong attraction towards someone that is. Cool. Now they just asking for advice, not like saying, oh, can you, hold on, what time is it? I don't want to like run over. Damn, it's almost time. Good thing I was almost done anyway. But Yeah, it's like even though I got like 4 hours in between, like I'll be recording mad videos after I'm done with this, but I got still got to do my job. But anyway, it's like they were asking like, what do y'all feel about this? And like in all honesty, I told them, I said, yo, even I don't know. You know, it's like you hear stuff where it's like, oh, the vaccine does this, and it's like, yeah, there's video evidence of that. But then even in the spiritual community, when they say, well, it does this and it blocks you and this is the mark of the beast, there's been so many marks of the beast. Don't get me wrong, there's something a little different with this one. But it's like, this is the mark of the beast and this is going to separate your soul. And this is, I'm like, see, that's where I feel like the narrative got a little ahead of itself. But hey, if someone could put me on game, feel free to let me know, you know. But it's like, when it comes to like dating and doing what you do, sometimes I'm just like, I don't know. And at this point, I don't really care. You know, it's like the way that I rationalized it to the individual that brought up the topic was, are you willing to deal with the consequences, both good and bad, of your decision? Right? Are you willing to put up with the consequences of what's good and bad? So if you think everything's going to happen with people that are or are not vaccinated, whatever side of the fence you stand on, are you willing to be with someone that has or has not done it? Whether that's the really good things that happen or the really bad things that happen, or if nothing happens and you can just go about your life a hunky-dory regular. You know what I'm saying? It's like, are you ready for that type of stuff? And that's just where I put it. It's like, but I come to my own conclusions. I do my own thinking. You know, if I fall in love with somebody and they happen to do something, it is what it is. I wouldn't have felt this strong connection to them if this little man-made shot, even if it had influence from higher level beings or lower, super lower level beings or demonic energies, as we say in the spiritual community, whatever, it's like, that shouldn't be enough to stop you. You know, it's like my beliefs on this, and we'll talk about this a little bit later. You know, I'm gonna end it on this because I actually have to go do what I gotta do. But like, one of my beliefs on it is like, it shouldn't matter. If you are truly gods, if you are divine beings, if you are these high vibrational things, like, can't you just manifest at some point with all the new crazy stuff that's happening, the dream world and the physical world merging more than ever? It's like, can't we find a cure? Can't we just wipe this away? Can't all this UV, A, B, and C radiation, like, you know, come, you know, like, cleanse this from our systems? Like, ain't there some shit that we can do? You know, some people just, it's over for you. You're dead. You're gone. If you got this, you're done. And on the other side of the fence, you didn't get vaccinated. You're going to die. You're going to... And when I see both sides of the spectrum acting like that, I know that can't be the truth. Do I know the end game? Do I know the final truth? No, I do not. I'm not going to pretend to know. But like I say, if anyone comes through in my life, if any beautiful queen goddess wants to make herself known to me, hey, I do have it. You know, I know you don't, but like, is this going to be a thing for you? We'll see. Because I'm still working with that. I've had conversations with homie like many a times about this, and I still am inconclusive. I don't know. The jury is still out. The same way the jury's still out with me, how I feel about soy-based products, plant-based products, is the same way that I feel about, you know, vaccinations and all this type of stuff. Do I believe it separates you from your soul? There's no way in hell it could do that. There's no way in hell that something in the physical could do that to you. There's just no way. In my belief system, there's no way. It's impossible. That doesn't make sense to me. You know, it doesn't make sense to me that someone that was tricked into this has this eternal damnation. That makes no sense to me. You know, it's like, I'm more so like, what I am more concrete with on my beliefs is that there were side effects that were not publicly disclosed. But Pfizer is literally releasing thousands and thousands of pages that were on that exact subject of and this is not medical misinformation. Pfizer, the company, is literally releasing information about the side effects. But that's not going to be on mainstream media. I doubt it anyway. Once again, I don't know what is or isn't on mainstream media. That's been so gone with me, then whatever. But it's like, at the end of the day, everybody, I'm back to get people thinking. You know, someone told me that they missed my hour-long videos. I said this one was more likely not going to turn to an hour, but my mind just... But I'm going to start like breaking everything I started talking. I'm going to break these down to individual videos because I have nothing but time out here. You know what I'm saying? And breathe. It feels good to be back. It feels good to be making these videos again. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to come back more wise, more powerful, more set in my ways, in the positive way, you know, more back into my frame, you know, I'm back. Let's get back to it. To the next one, y'all. Peace.